Hi guys, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps, and today we are going to make our card using our brand new Hummingbird. This is the large one we're going to be using today, and all I've done here is used our Kuretake clean colour pens to colour this in, and then I've used Glossy Accents over the top, and then just using the stencil brush brought in some colour after when it's dry. So let's get started. And first of all, we're going to ink up using the VersaFine Clair. So make sure that it's completely covered. It's a really detailed stamp, so just spend a little bit of time making sure that you've covered that whole area. So I'm popping him down there in the centre. This is on watercolour card, so be sure to leave that stamp on the card for just a couple of seconds longer so that it soaks in. You can see all that lovely detail there on our Hummingbird. So next we're going to start colouring. We want some nice bright colours, but we also want a blending colour. But as long as it's pale, you can pick any of these. We've even got a very sort of light grey. And this just helps blend the bright colours together. So this colour on the Hummingbird, you can hardly tell. Now if I want to bring in a really nice bright colour, and then follow it through with a bit of green. And we use this just to blend those two lovely colours together. It doesn't look forced, you can't see the line where one colour leads into another. It just looks very natural. So again, I'm just going to go on the ends of the feathers there. Maybe we'll go with a bright yellow. And again, I'm just going to use the more sort of neutral colour just to blend that. And you can put any colours you like on this. Use your favourite colours. Totally your choice. So let's put a little bit of blue, and then a bit of yellow, and let's just drag those together. And we could put a flash of red on that edge as well, and maybe on this one. So just take your time, enjoy the colouring in process. And I'm just going to pop a little on his beak. Next thing I'm going to do is use the Wink of Stella to pop that over the top now, which gives you a fabulous effect, that lovely shimmer, which I think looks so effective under the Glossy Accents. So make sure you've covered that whole area, and then we just leave that to dry. So I'll just speed that process up. And you can see that lovely shimmer. Okay, it's not quite dry, but... And then when you're happy with that, we are going to use the Glossy Accents and then we shall just pop that over the top. Now this is really thick, okay, so you might not think there's much control, but because it's so thick it's really easy to apply. So all I'm doing is just following the design, making sure that we've completely covered it, we haven't missed any areas. So it's quite a quick process, and it's, as I say, very effective. I've done this with the hummingbird and I've done it with the flowers as well. Now it's quite sort of milky. I can assure you it will dry completely clear. And there we go. So I would leave that for a good few hours, but as we would say in Blue Peter, here's one I made earlier. This is completely dry and you can see how lovely and glossy is that. And I hope that you can see that Winker Stella underneath as well, that beautiful shimmer, and that really does make all the difference. You could even put a little bit of glitter under that if you wanted before you put the Glossy Accents on. We are going to add some of the graphite. This is my medium size stencil brush, and I'm just going to take that, just swirling round and round. Start with less and just gradually build it up. Now obviously your glossy accent is going to act as a resist, so you won't be marking that beautiful colour underneath. So you can be confident to just put this colour over the top without losing that lovely colour underneath. So to break that solid colour up now, I'm going to grab a fan brush, pop it in some water, tap off, and then use the brush just to get some tiny little droplets all around. And what this does, it pulls out the colour, because the elements are all water based, so it does mean that it will give you that fantastic effect if you splash water over the top. So dabbing that off now, you can see how that's pulled the colour out, and then we'll dry that off. It almost gives it some sort of movement, having that texture there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is using our Posca pen. This is the glitter yellow. I'm going to just pop a few little dots around. And then let's just choose some words. Let's pick that one. So just a nice little verse there on the bottom. You can always stamp a verse, it's entirely up to you. But this just gives you an idea of what you can achieve with this effect. So we've got two different kinds there, using the same technique. As you know, you do two and they're never the same, even though you start out to do them the same. So the other cards that I've used, so exactly the same technique again, using these lovely flowers. All I've done is use the clean colour pens, coloured them in, put the Winker Stella over the top, glossy accents, and then use the elements and a bit of water, and I just think that effect looks fabulous. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that it's inspired you to have a go with the new stamps. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.